Yeah. Kartel Talk. ABQ, stand up. Hey! Turn it up. Hey! Turn it up. Yeah. From the 5-5 to the whole wide map. We in Duke City, put the truth on wax. Mic on the table, mismatched chairs. Desert in the window, we just breathe that air. Yeah. Kartel Talk. ABQ, stand up. Hey! Turn.
All right, ready?
Yep.
All right. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to Kartel Talk, the podcast where every voice matters and every journey has the power to inspire. I'm your host, Lobo. Today, our guest is a man who proves that your past doesn't have to define your future. Joining us today is Donald Sanchez, a former professional fighter turned entrepreneur from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Donald has built multiple successful businesses across construction, fitness, hospitality, live events, kennels, and dog registrations. A while back, also giving back to the next generation through boxing and youth mentorship. His story isn't just one that develops overnight success. It's a story of hardship, addiction, betrayal, living on his own at just 15 years old, and rebuilding his life from the ground up through discipline and accountability. After getting sober and refusing to let setbacks define him, Donald transformed his life into one focused on purpose, leadership, and creating opportunities for others. Today, he's continuing to grow DSP promotions, expanding youth programs, promoting combat sports across New Mexico, and helping young athletes chase their dreams. Donald describes himself simply as a builder who refuses to quit. And by the end of this conversation, you'll understand exactly why Donald has his mentality. This is a powerful episode about resilience, discipline, second chances, and building a legacy one person at a time. So buckle up and let's welcome Donald Sanchez.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, bro?
Oh man, just ready to light this fire, talk some shit.
Ruffle some feathers.
Yeah, a little bit,
Yeah,
We'll see what happens.
yeah. I mean, our intent's not to. We're not gonna drop any names, but like I said, we're gonna just talk the truth and see how it is.
Yeah, man, just nothing but truth. No names mentioned, stories that need to be told. Hopefully it inspires people. Hopefully it can kick some people in the ass and wake them up too. There's some good people around, just not doing the right things. That's all we can.
I agree, and it's also I don't necessarily think it's not like the right things. I think sometimes it's also your circle.
Definitely.
Your circle has a big influence on people. You are who you hang out with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you are, but there's those certain types of people that, I don't know, I could explain myself. Like, I could be around certain people because I'm trying to bring them up and everything, and I'm going to keep on elevating things. But at the same time, I guess if they're not ready to make that next level, I don't say they necessarily slowed me down or drugged me down, but I could have been a lot further. I mean, I wasn't going to be like them no matter what, even if I was hanging out with them or not. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know how to explain that. But yes, the people you're around are the ones that elevate you. They should be, So sometimes you need to find that next level of people to get around. So
Yeah, I mean, and that's why I'm like very grateful, like to kind of like the group that we're in, right? Like with you and Wild Bill and Carlos and all these guys that we work on in the mornings with Thomas and them, because like it doesn't matter, right? Like you guys see Donald as the bare knuckle boxer, the tough guy, but there's a lot more to Donald than just the bare knuckle boxer. You know what I mean? And we hold each other accountable. I mean, we call each other out at the gym, and it doesn't matter who you are. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
We don't want to push each other.
yeah,
That's
but just
what it is.
imagine if we just did the easy workouts, nobody will have growth.
None. That's too easy.
Yeah.
Why would we do that? And that's what exposes most people, you know. A lot of people were coming around at first when I first started that group, and I mean, I already knew who was coming and who was going. No names mentioned, but one of them that ended up leaving, you know, he was like, "Who's next?" And I said, "Probably you." I told him that.
Damn,
I should have told him that. And lo and behold, you know, he's not alone. He's not around. So
truth hurts, man.
yeah, it hurts, and I guess sometimes you got to have that person, you know. And I don't mind being that person, but at the same time, I'm able to realize that over a little bit of time, you know. Some of them took longer than the others, but I don't know. It's crazy, bro. So that's
I just don't think that people like accountability, right? Like, I mean, the truth always comes out regardless in what you do. You can only fake a workout for so long.
Yeah.
You know, you could be the baddest boxer in the gym and hitting bags all you want, but if you're slacking, once you step into the ring, you're gonna find out.
dude. I know so many people out here, trainers, people that are supposed boxers and stuff, you know. They look badass on the bags and the mitts and everything, but that don't mean shit, bro. You know, once you get hit, you know, sometimes. I mean, I knew a dude that I was close with for a long time, and he would come and train and bust his ass and everything. You know, he could hit the pads, he could hit the bag and everything. But once he got hit when he would spar,
He didn't like it.
game over.
He just shut down.
Folded, curled up, couldn't take it. And those are the type of people that, like, I don't even want around me.
Yeah.
What if something happens on the outside, you know?
Yeah.
What if we had war here and we needed someone by us that's gonna curl up in a ball when shit hits the fan, you know what I mean?
It's a liability.
That showed me who they were, you know?
Yeah.
I'd rather them just go out on their shield at that point, especially if they're around me at all the time. You know? So you can't teach them that.
No, I mean, that's one thing that, I mean, that's what's inside of you, you know? Not everyone has that wolf or that lion right here, bro.
Yeah.
That lion, you know what I mean?
Lion.
So, not everyone has it. I mean, you can't teach someone how to be a dog. You just can't. It's,
Predator or prey.
yeah.
You can puff up and act like you're a predator.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when you're in that ring, it's different.
Yeah, well, I've even heard that whole thing about you're either a wolf or a sheepdog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, which is kind of hard because I love wolves, and wolves is like my spirit animal. That's what I think. And but at the same time, I don't prey on people. I want to help people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So
You got to lead them. Lead them
Yeah.
from the front. You know?
I agree.
You have to.
I agree. So what got you into boxing, bro?
You know, man, honestly, I was a smaller kid. I was
Okay.
always smaller. And everyone always wanted to fight me
Just because you were small?
just because I was small. And I've been defending myself since third grade. I remember it was my first fights.
Damn.
And then it just moved on, progressed. You know, my first big fight was sixth grade, and I was nervous as hell. And my best friend Nick Gallegos, he's out in Dallas. He's my kennel partner. He was badass. He was a third degree black belt already by then in Taekwondo. He was already instructing and everything.
Damn.
I had him and my friend John. They're both third degree black belts. I was just a football player at the time. Football. And we had beef, you know, school beef, middle school beef, we'll call it back then. And my first setup fight for after school, you know, because we were beefing with these other guys, and Nick had already beat up the brother the week before, and I was gonna fight the other brother next week after school. And I was like, dude, I'm nervous. What the heck? What if I get my ass kicked?
Yeah.
He's like, then I'm gonna kick his ass, and then I'm gonna kick your ass afterwards. I remember that day, bro. It was crazy. He'll laugh about it when he.
Did you win or did you lose?
I beat the shit out of the kid. So
How'd you feel afterwards?
I felt like a badass, you know. And then that day, Nick knew, like, oh yeah,
He's good.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. So it's just natural.
Yeah.
You know?
So you were a street fighter first.
Yeah, I never trained. I never trained until any boxing until the next year, 7th grade. 7th grade, I had this friend. I had 2 friends, JP and Jeff, and his grandma. Jeff's grandma she was crazy.
Damn.
And he lived with her, and we all just wanted to box, you know. So she took us down to Jack Candelaria. We used to go down to Jack Candelaria in 7th grade, and we started then. But I didn't stick with it because I was a football player. I was really good at football.
Did you think that you were going to try to go to college?
Yeah.
Like following football?
100%. 100%. I knew I was going to. And as the story goes on, I'll tell more about that. But, I mean, we'll go right into it, you know, going into high school. We didn't stick with boxing, but I stuck with football. Going into high school, I always was 2 years ahead through Yaffle. So the guys, by the time I was in 6th grade, they were in 8th grade. I was playing with them in Yaffle. And then 7th grade, I had a new team. I was playing with the 8th graders.
Damn.
8th grade, then I was playing with my 8th grade. Finally, I got to meet back up with the guys that I grew up with in high school freshman year. They were already juniors. I hit varsity and I was playing, you know, and man, I was still good. You know, I didn't skip a beat once we hit the high school level. But trouble always, everybody still wanted to fight me.
Still.
Yeah, I mean, I was an athlete, you know?
Yeah.
So they were, man, I don't know if it's my persona or what it is, but back then, they just wanted to fight me. I mean, I have it now. People hate me. But it's it's because I speak the truth, you know? I call them out on their bullshit. Maybe I was calling people out on their bullshit since then, you know? I don't know.
But times have changed. Well, I guess times have changed, but people have probably been the same since 6th grade.
Yeah, probably, bro.
You know what I mean?
But, yeah. I think, and I like to say it was because I was a smaller guy. And they always thought I got lucky, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
Sophomore year comes around. I was still playing football and everything, but my coach made me wrestle. Football coach said, if you want to keep playing varsity, you got to wrestle, no matter what. So I wrestled freshman, did really good. Went sophomore year, did really good. But I started the seniors. I don't know what it was. Like, they wanted to fight me.
Even your own team?
Yeah. No, not on the team.
Seniors.
Not on the team, just seniors.
Where'd you go to school? For high school?
I ended up at El Dorado.
Okay.
And it was a I don't know, it was a rowdy 4 years over there, like the older guys and everything over there, because I don't know if you know the stories, but like there was a group of these black dudes and everything, and they would jump everybody. They would beat everybody up, but one of them ended up getting stabbed at a football party because they were trying to jump a dude. It was all over the news and everything. It was like a rowdy group.
And they all went to El Dorado?
Yeah, all of us went to El Dorado. But it was a guy from La Cueva ended up stabbing one of those dudes at a football party, and killing him. And that same group of guys, you know, still stuck together and everything. And I ended up beating one of them up. So they wanted to jump me. One of the senior guys was my good friend, and he's like, no, it's not happening, but he will fight you guys all one-on-one. I ended up fighting like 5 days in a row, 5 different guys.
Just line them up, man.
Just line them up. Yeah, after school, man. 5 days in a row. They're like, no way. This dude's on steroids. And I was a little tiny dude, 135 pounds, dude.
So what you play, running back?
I was tailback and safety. Tailback and strong safety. I mean, all of them were bigger, though.
So you wrecked 5 guys in 5 days in a row?
5 days in a row, dude. 5 days in a row. And they were like, after that, I didn't really have any trouble. Until the end of the year, it was me and Nick again, my best friend, and there was these little hoodlum dudes. They were Northsiders at the time. They were destroying everybody, dude. Everybody, yeah.
So were they like jumping them, or what were they doing?
It was 2 brothers, and they were fucking people dudes up. Sorry for my language.
There you go.
Probably gonna cuss a lot in this.
That's fine.
They were destroying everybody.
And you stepped up.
Yeah. And I had my own apartment back then because I've been on my own since I was 15. And I had my own apartment, and Nick was there with me and everything too. We did our own thing, and they came to our apartment, and tried to jump us.
How many of them?
There was a group of them. There was a group of them, dude. And this is when all my crazy shit started to happen after this, because I thought I was done for. I thought I was going to jail. I mean, both me and Nick thought we were going to jail. You know what I mean? We beat the shit out of them, dude. I remember Nick did a spinning 360 kick and kicked him right in the face. Boom. Well, comes to find out, both of them go to the hospital. One of them's face is caved in. We ended up saving his life. Or I'll say, me or Nick, I don't know whoever it was. I don't know what it was.
Damn.
But they did all the MRIs and all that stuff, and he ended up having a brain tumor. We saved his life, dude. They found a brain tumor after.
So because of the fight, he got an MRI, and then they found the tumor.
Yeah.
So you saved his life. That's crazy.
That's
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. But we were the talk of the town at the time, and we're like, we're not going back to school. They were looking for us. They were going to my apartment. They were doing everything. So we took off for like 2 weeks.
Damn.
We took off and got out of town. And we were broke. We had no money. We were pulling runners on gas. Like, where, on the way to Farmington, it's one road.
Yeah.
And we stop at a gas station, and I just sit back like this, and we fill up, and we do, like, there's only 2 ways to go, that way or this way. Like,
quarterback, yeah.
They're going to catch us no matter what, you know what I mean? But we didn't get in trouble for that. So we made it up there and stayed around for a couple weeks. Durango, Farmington, Bloomfield, all that area. Decided we needed to get back home.
After 2 weeks?
Yeah.
We gotta go back home, man.
Yeah, so.
Damn, bro.
We never went back to school. Never really got in trouble for it, but I already had scholarships and everything for football. And I just pissed it away.
Do you regret it?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Good.
I don't, because I may have been able to be pro football, maybe, because I don't know, because I didn't hit my growth spurt until like 23, 22.
You would have been a small tailback in the college.
Very, very small.
You just got like on a diet program.
Actually, you know what? I didn't hit it until like probably 18. Yeah, 18. Because I was fighting at 185. When I turned 21, I fought at 185. That was my natural weight. So, but yeah, I mean, I fast forwarded right now, but I ended up, we started making money the wrong way.
Yeah.
And I knew the right people to make the money the wrong way.
Yeah. That's kind of how it starts on, like, you just meet that one person.
Yeah.
And then you make a little bit of change. You're like, oh, that shit was easy.
So easy, dude.
So easy.
So easy, man. It was crazy back then, too. But yeah, I made a lot of money. I was on my own, I had cars, I had houses, I had everything. They were on to me, obviously.
I'm sure.
But
especially because at that age, you're just spending money the wrong way.
Yeah.
Being flashy.
I mean, luckily there wasn't social media and stuff back then.
That would have been crazy, huh?
I would have been done right away. But yeah, I ended up getting in trouble by 18, going to jail.
How long were you in there for?
Like 9 months.
Damn.
9 months.
MDC, or where'd you go?
Yeah, MDC. I was in E6, which was felony pod, doing 10 plus years, everybody in there.
So did you plea for
I
9 months?
I ended up bailing out after 9 months, fighting my case for about 2 years. I fought it because it wasn't a solid case. It wasn't. They did all kinds of illegal shit to.
Okay.
I ended up going to jail for these guys jumped me. It was fights again, believe it or not. These guys jumped me. Me and my little friend. I'm not gonna name names, but afterwards I'll tell you who it was, and you know him well too. They jumped us. One of them ended up pulling a gun out on us. I took the gun away from him and made them go to the room. I guess I could talk about it, but I did my time for it, you know?
It's been more than 10 years.
Yeah.
Should be good.
I mean, I did my time for it, but I made them go to the room, all of them go into the room, and I took all their guns and everything, because all of them had guns, all of them. I ended up taking all their guns and because I didn't want to get shot.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't for me to steal or anything like that, but I just didn't want to. I was protecting us at the time. Me and
homeboy.
Yeah. We leave and I go to my parents' house to watch my little sister. She was a baby. And SWAT team. Boom.
Damn.
SWAT team. Call me. I'm like, block calls, what the hell? This is when we had the flip phones back then. Yeah, and I finally answered, and they're like, "Sir, you need to come outside. We have the house surrounded." Blah blah blah.
And you were 18?
Yeah, I had just turned 18. And yeah, SWAT. I ended up going out. I told them where all the guns were. I mean, I had to. I mean, they were there, you know. So I told them I told them my story of self-defense, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter, you know what I mean? Well, come to find out, once I'm in jail, I couldn't bond out at the time. My mom she was an addict.
Okay.
So I couldn't let her know where my money was. And I didn't get along with my dad. So I just stayed put for a while, you know, and they indicted me on more charges.
Damn.
Come to find out, a dope case, a jacket with some keys in it, had a Defined Fitness card on there, but they went to Defined Fitness, scanned the card. Supposedly it was mine. It was my card. But so I had to fight that. That was what the bigger case was, because it was assault on an officer and trafficking. So yeah, they never had a warrant to go scan that card. The picture on the Defined Fitness card wasn't a picture of me. It was like a setup, bro.
Yeah,
it was a whole.
They're just trying
setup.
Yeah,
they were trying to pin it on me.
So you were 18. What were you thinking, bro? When you're in jail, you're like, I'm fucked.
So fucked, dude.
Were you scared? You're like, I'm 18. I'm gonna spend here for like 10, 15 years.
Back then, I had no fucking fear. None.
Like, fuck it.
Zero fear in me. There was zero fear back then. And I ended up knowing a bunch of the guys in there too, which was kind of a bad thing.
Yeah.
And I knew the pod leader and everything. So I ended up bunking with him, and they rolled all the blacks out. You know, the whole prison
the whole prison system.
Yeah, the whole. I was in there at that time. We had a riot in there, and we went on lockdown, everything. And man, this is what's crazy about my whole fight career. While I was in there, I pretended like I already had a bunch of kickboxing. I pretended that I was a kickboxer. I hadn't kickboxed at all. I was pretending like I was my friend Nick, which was doing taekwondo.
Yeah.
But I translated into kickboxing.
Okay.
And I was holding pads for the guys in the pod on rec time and everything. I was using our slippers as the pads.
Mm-hmm. The orange slippers?
Yeah. No, dude, they look just like this, bro. They look just like this. Holy shit, that's funny. I have them with me. They look just like these too. They were orange and everything. That's fucking crazy, dude. But yeah, and everyone respected me. Everyone, I had no troubles. None.
So you were in there cool then. So you were just
I was
fine.
good, and I had money in there.
So I guess that's kind of what gets people caught up too, right? Because I mean, you go into that 18, you're like, I'm probably gonna spend like 10 plus.
Yeah.
And you have a good life in there. Like no one's messing with you. Mm-hmm. You're hanging out with the top dog.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, this can't be too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, at the time, you probably just had a girlfriend. You had no kids, right?
I had no kids.
Whoa.
I was with my high school sweetheart. It's weird hearing your voice. So I mean, she would write me letters and spray her perfume on there and smell it. It's crazy.
It was all like Walmart cool waters.
Yeah,
for girls.
Yeah, I mean,
no fear at that point.
No fear at all.
Young. You were just
young and full of piss and vinegar. Like I was ready, at all points of life. But since I was kind of protected in there, it helped me realize that this isn't who I am.
Right.
This isn't what I want. This isn't. No fucking way am I doing my life in here. No way am I gonna show this ego-driven person and catch another case. No fucking way.
So when you got out, what was the first thing you did? I mean, did you like go back? Did you start boxing, or what? Like, what got you into boxing? Like, besides like fighting in school, but like once you got out.
Once I got out, you know what? I'm gonna say his name because we're still cool. We're good. You know him really well. Freddie Sandoval.
Okay.
Freddie Sandoval, bro. We grew up together through high school, wrestled together and everything, and I got out, and he was getting ready for a fight, dude. I was like, no way, because I was fighting all the fights for him back in the day.
Yeah.
Back when we were doing stupid shit, and I was fighting for him, bro, and I got in all kinds of fights because of him, man. And honestly,
no, not Freddie.
And but we were dogs back then. We were together all the time. Me and his little brother and his dad, Freddie Senior.
Yeah,
we were always together, bro. Everywhere we would help Freddie build houses and all kinds of shit, bro. And I went to jail for a while. I got out, and he was fucking fighting, dude. I was like, no way.
Was he fighting King of the Cage, or what was it?
It was called Desert Extreme back then.
Was that before his dad started that Kill Locos? Okay,
yeah, it was before that. It was both of our first fights actually on the first one, December 10th, 2005.
Damn.
Yeah, December 10th, 2005. And I go and I tell him, hey, you're fighting? And he's like, yeah, bro, I got a fight this weekend, blah, blah, blah. I was like, cool, I want to meet your coach. I want to go in there and train too. I want to fight too. And I go in, he's like, yeah, hell yeah, let's go. I go in there it was a Wednesday, December 7th, I believe it was. And I go in there and I fuck around with all of them and everything. And I pretend like I'm a fighter, and I had no fights at all besides street fights. I was a typical Albuquerque badass.
Yeah.
You know how it is here.
Yeah.
And I meet the coach, and he's like, hey, they got a fight for you this weekend.
Damn.
On December 10th, 3 days later.
3 days later.
I said, fuck yeah, let's do it. Because I was going to go out there anyways with Freddie.
Yeah.
And Freddie's looking at me like, you crazy motherfucker. And I remember when we were backstage, and I'm getting my hands wrapped, and he's looking at me. He's like, dude, what the hell's wrong with you? You're not even nervous. I said, I don't know.
Second nature.
Yeah, we're just going to fight, bro. He's like, you're crazy. And I fought. I won my first couple fights, and that was that, bro. That's where it was all MMA. Yeah. So it was never boxing.
MMA.
Never boxing for years.
Damn.
For years. I did probably, I don't know, 8-9 years of MMA before I went into boxing stuff.
So you did that, and then you got picked. Then you started doing King of the Cage for a while.
Yeah, we started doing King of the Cage. They were calling me for fights in Cali. Old school dude. Yeah, he's the one that put it on the map out here. His name's Jim Burleson. I don't know if you've heard of him. But he put it up. I mean, obviously, Greg Jackson, Tom Vaughn, Chris Luttrell, all those guys, they're the top dogs for the trainers that were doing the shit. But Jim Burleson was putting on the shows back then.
Okay.
And then it was Desert Extreme or King of the Cage. I'm fighting out in Cali and everything, starting to get bigger fights. I fought out there with Uriah Faber, Cub Swanson, all those dudes. Rampage.
He was Hall of Famers, bro.
Yeah, they were all on the cards with me out there in California. We were, what the hell was the name? Saboba Casino. It was called Saboba Casino.
Okay.
You could look it up. Like all of the Hall of Famers were on that shit. I was fighting with all of them. And then I started getting bigger fights. I'm like, fuck, I got to get real training. We're training like in the garage.
Yeah.
Shit. You know, me and Freddie and a couple of other guys and everything. And back then is when Diego was already big and he had won the Ultimate Fighter and everything and blah, blah, blah. Jackson's was the name. I'm the type, I'm not going with the name. I'm making my own name. Yeah. So I'm not going to Jackson's back then.
So what'd you do? No way.
I went to Fit.
Okay.
From Tom and Arlene. Carlos Condit was there back in the day. And I go to Fit and I tell them, you know, I fight with King of the Cage, and Tom was like, "Nah, we don't fuck with King of the Cage. I don't like them."
Damn.
Back then, bro, get this. This leads on to like the whole promoter stuff and everything. It's a long story, bro. Man, it's crazy even talking about this right now. Now that I'm thinking about it, he's like, "No, I can't fight for them. Like, I don't deal with them, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Well, I fight for them. So, I'll fight for you at your shows, Fight Worlds and stuff like that." And we started doing that. And then I hooked him up with Terry Treblecock, which is the owner of King of the Cage. And they started bringing that here. He ended up doing a business relationship. I passed it on to them to take that over. They ended up running King of the Cage for the Southwest. Tom Vaughn, John Judy, Arlene, all them, you know.
Yeah, so they've been in the game for a while then, huh?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
But I mean, I'm not trying to take credit for that, but that was my connection.
Yeah.
Because I was like, nah, I'm fighting for these guys.
You planted the seed.
Yeah.
So King of the Cage wasn't here yet then, huh?
It wasn't
at all. So you brought them here.
It was Desert Extreme because Jim Burleson had the connection with King of the Cage.
Okay.
So he had the knockoff of King of the Cage. It was Desert Extreme. Well, I had the title. I had the 185 title and the 170-pound title for Desert Extreme.
Okay.
And he's like, "You got to go fight for King of the Cage.
You got to go up.
You got to go up." But like, King of the Cage was the shit back then. You know what I mean? It was like right below UFC. I mean, UFC actually wasn't even
that big yet.
No, because Diego was Diego blowing it up at.
Well, yeah, because UFC didn't get big until after Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah. That's exactly, and that was around the same time, because Diego was a King of the Cage champion before that too.
Right.
And so he's like, "You got to go fry some bigger fish before you go to the bigger shows."
Right. At any point, did you like, "I'm gonna make the UFC. I'm gonna like be up there with Diego"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew I was like, I had my opportunity. I had their contracts in my hand. I actually made it through Ultimate Fighter. I was supposed to be on a couple seasons of that.
Damn.
I denied it. I didn't. I wanted to take my chances on. I had bigger fights that I did get them. I got those fights. But they were always last minute fights, and I know my skill level was good enough, but I just didn't have the proper preparation for it, you know, because I was ready at all times, but I didn't realize until later on that you needed to prepare at least 4 weeks for those types of fights. I went in on 10 days notice and I fought Hatsu Hayoki. Okay. And before UFC was the number one thing all across the world because of their marketing and everything, there was a real ranking system. It wasn't just UFC fighters.
Right. It was everyone.
It was everyone, the whole world. And at the time, Hatsu Aoki was number one in the world. Full rankings. Everything. every single division, every King of the Cage, UFC, whatever it was everybody.
It was one umbrella.
One umbrella at the time. And he was number one in the world. And me and Tom Vaughn sat down and talked, and Tom's like, you can beat this guy, and then we can get a really big contract with UFC. So we denied that contract, and we took that fight. It was 10 days notice. My flights are all fucked up to go to Japan. It was in Japan in the fucking big stadium over there and everything, you know.
Damn.
Flights are all fucked up. I have 20 pounds to cut because back then I was going to 45s. So stupid, bro.
Yeah.
So stupid. But no excuses, and would I ever take it back from ever doing that, because that was the experiences that I got to do and learn through life and everything. And I got to travel the world with Tom Vaughn. He's one of the fucking best coaches ever, bro. You know, we don't talk as much now. We're supposed to go to lunch, you know, these coming weeks, and we talk every once in a while. Tom and Arlene, they're the best coaches in the world. I'll straight out say that. But I got to travel the world with him. I fought everywhere. I fought that dude. And then I ended up signing with Bellator, fighting for them for a while. You know, we brought them out here for the big show.
That was at Tingley, huh? Tingley?
No, it was at Rio Rancho Event Center.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, back then. And that was when I was on the New Mexico Albuquerque Sports or whatever on the front page.
Well, I saw a poster. I saw a poster of you. You were on there, and so was Jaquez.
Yeah.
Tats, that guy. He's all tatted from Las Cruces.
Yeah.
I saw both of you guys on a poster. I was, oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And I started fighting for Bellator for a while. I had fought on I think it was Bellator number 2. The second Bellator.
Yeah.
Bellator 2. I fought Johnny Eduardo. He was in the UFC too for a while. And on the second one, and that was with Michael Chandler, and all them were on there too.
Mm-hmm.
And I was building up, you know. At one point, I think I was number 7 in the world. And I was ready to make that big jump again. I had another offer. And Tom's like, hey, we got another chance. We got another one. His name's Tatsuya Kawajiri.
So they give you all the freaking Asians, huh?
Dude. Tatsuya Kawajiri had just fought a month before that in the Grand Prix for Pride.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go pull up the fight. It was a fucking badass banger with Eddie Alvarez in the finals. Sick fight, bro. Go watch it. I was like, that's a perfect fight for me. He'll bang with me. He'll stand up. Because my problem was these dudes wanted to wrestle me. They always wanted to wrestle me. Jiu-jitsu. That's why I make fun of you. I'm not going to let you hump my leg, bro. Just because that was my downfall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Straight up. I mean, all of us. Carlos Condit, downfall. The ground game. Timmy Means, downfall. We all came from Tom and Arlene.
Boxing. Stand-up.
Boxing, stand-up, kickboxers, ruthless, elbows, knees. Man, I mean, I guess they had studied me. Kawajiri did, and I fought. There was one FC out at the big stadium in Singapore with the announcer from Pride, you know, that lady that screams.
Mm-hmm.
And it was badass, dude. It was a badass show. Singapore was badass, everything too. And their rule set is you can knee on the ground, like the whole
kick
Pride.
in the
You
face.
can kick them in the face, all that stuff. That's all I wanted, bro. I just wanted to kick him in the face while he's on the ground, bro. And we get on the ground, and he right away, bro. I'm like, fuck yeah, he's gonna bang with me, and I'm gonna drop him, and I'm gonna kick him in the face. Boom, boom. We start. Takes me down right away, bro.
Shoots on you.
Shoots on me. Takes me down right away. I'm like, I'm talking to myself. This fucking pussy. Like, I can't believe this, bro. I was like, I'm an idiot for believing he's gonna do this for me. I'm almost out. He has me in the triangle, and I'm almost out, and I have him against the cage, and I want to fucking kick him in the face, dude.
You just wanted to just kick someone in the face.
I wanted to kick him so bad. That was my downfall, dude. That was my downfall. Before I knew it, that triangle was too tight, and I'm fucked.
Did you tap or
I tapped. I ended up tapping.
What was your emotions at that point?
I just sat there and I was like, "Fuck, man, this sucks," because I was so gullible to think that he's gonna stand up and bang with me.
You were hoping that he stood up and banged.
Yeah, man. I was hoping.
But did you know that he was a grappler or a wrestler?
I didn't know he was that good of a wrestler.
You just know
I was a good wrestler. So before all this came, I was fighting up in Canada too.
Okay.
And that was my biggest thing, wrestling. So I got with John Judy. He's the man at wrestling. I don't know if you know that, but
I heard he's good at wrestling.
He was the best coach. He did everything with me, bro. He was my dog. He did everything with me, and he day and night we were wrestling because back then it was called MFC up in Canada, and I was the next star. Mark Pavlich, he's big. It was his thing. He does podcasts now too. And Benson Henderson was up and coming back then. And it was me and Benson Henderson coming up at 155. I was at 155. And so I was working my wrestling, bro, day in, day out. I ended up becoming a really good wrestler, actually. Really, really good wrestler. There's like Jason Mayhem Miller and Daniel Cormier and all them on King of the Cage are commentating on some of my fights, and he's like a really good wrestler.
And for DC to say that's a compliment.
Yeah. And you can ask John Judy to this day, that's his chip on his shoulder. He's like, I taught this guy how to wrestle, bro.
Yeah.
Because I was good in high school, but I didn't give a fuck about it. You know what I mean?
You weren't serious about it.
I wasn't serious about it. I was just natural. But that's when I was losing my fight, so I focused on it. And I got really good at it. And, but yeah, because of my past, by the time I got to the championship fight in MFC up there and is getting close to the Benson Henderson fight, I didn't know how big Benson Henderson was going to be.
Yeah.
And it was Benson Henderson when I was supposed to fight, and I landed in Canada, and they're like, "You're not allowed here."
Oh shit!
They deported my ass.
Back to the US you go, bro.
Yeah, they deported me, and I look at Tom, and he looks at me, and I got teary-eyed, bro. I wanted to fucking cry. I didn't know what to do. I was on probation. I did 10 years of probation.
You think that's why they denied you?
They did. That's exactly why. Yeah, they're like, your charges are horrible.
Yeah,
like you're not allowed here. You're a flight risk. Like, I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not convicted of anything. I did a consent degree, a 10-year consent degree. They think I'm gonna fuck up. I'm not gonna fuck up. I'm done with that life. I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
I'm doing good in life now. Really good. I have a bright future. Look, I'm up here. It caught. It had major media and everything like that. I get there and they're like, "You're not coming here. You sign this paper and you're never coming back to Canada. Never, ever. And we're going to give you we're going to be nice to you. Instead of putting you in jail, we're going to send you on a first flight back to America. If it's to Alaska, it doesn't matter.
Let's get out of here pretty much.
Get out of here." Yeah.
Damn.
So, at the time, I was with my ex-wife, the beginning stages of our marriage, and I had taken in her 8-year-old son, Johnny, and I get a call while I'm stuck at the airport, and they're like, he got kicked out of, he got suspended from school. They bullied a kid for their box of candies.
Like the fundraiser candy?
Had the fundraiser candies. And I was so fucking pissed, dude. But that was the day I was able to relate. Doing something stupid right now can cause something even worse.
The domino effect.
Down the road.
Yeah.
Because this was already fucking 7-8 years down the road when I got in trouble.
So here you are, right? Like, got out of jail, training hard, you're changing your ways, you're not hanging around with the bad people anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to chase your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Canada, get kicked back for your past.
Mm-hmm.
Then this happens with the older kid.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, like, how hard was it not just to go back to your old ways? Or did you think like, well, I'm like, this is over. This would have been the fight that would make me?
Nah, because I knew USA was the new hub for MMA, because UFC was fucking blowing the fuck
Starting
up.
to blow up at that point.
Blowing up, and Bellator was coming on. Like they're starting. I knew it. You know what I mean? I knew it was it. So I put my head down and kept going.
Pissed,
Dude, pissed. And she ended up getting pregnant and everything too. So I'm like, that was gonna be my third kid actually, because I had my kids from my high school sweetheart.
Okay.
Sweetheart. And my two sons, they're only 8 months apart. So I ended up doing a one night thing with my ex and getting her pregnant with my middle son. We honestly didn't know if it was going to be mine or not. And I was honest with my ex-wife. I told her, you know, I could not have a newborn on the way, but that's it. You know what I mean? I was honest with her. She ended up getting pregnant a month later. And we ended up being together for 12 years.
Damn, for a minute then.
Yeah. And it was good. You know, we had a...
And you were still fighting and everything? You were still fighting?
I fought through the whole thing, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, man. She went to almost all my fights except for out of the country. Yeah.
So was Canada the only one that gave you a hard time about your past? Everyone else was like, come on in.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, but Canada's kind of weird though.
It is. And yeah, so that was before Japan and all those places. And so I have like PTSD when I go out of town.
Like, nope, I'm not gonna get kicked back.
Mm-hmm.
So like, all right, so you're doing this whole MMA stuff. When did your boxing, like, when did you give up MMA, and why did you give up?
I didn't give up MMA until like COVID.
Oh shit! So it's been 6 years then.
Yeah.
Recent.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I don't know that.
Actually, no. It was after my divorce, 2017. Because COVID was what, 2019?
End of 2019, then 2020.
2017. I hung it up for like 2 years. I didn't want anything to do with it. I'm like, I gotta fix myself because my ex-wife, we went through a divorce. That's a whole nother story of why I don't fuck with some people now too. Fuck it, let's talk about that.
Fuck it, let's do it, bro. Let's do it.
I was in No Names Mentioned. I was in their wedding. And
You know who you are.
Yeah, they know who they are. Both him and his wife, they're still together. And the wife's best friend, she was a lesbian, and they caught them fooling around in the bathroom before the wedding and stuff.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
before the wedding.
yeah. And my ex-wife, I'm pretty smart about things, how I read into it and everything. Oh, that's so disgusting, blah blah blah. I don't know how they could do stuff like that.
You're like,
Right away, I'm like, that's
Red flag.
weird.
Yeah,
That's
that's
weird.
weird.
That's a red flag. And 2 weeks later, I was fighting in Russia. So I was like, we got to go home. I got to fight in 2 weeks. We got to get out of here. We did the whole wedding and everything, and we bounced. While I'm in, before I'm getting ready to leave, I hired a private investigator because I knew something was up.
something fishy was going on.
Yeah,
literally.
it was fishy. Yeah,
no pun intended on that one.
yeah. Yeah, but lo and behold, I go fight out of the country. She doesn't want to go because she's scared to go out of the country.
So she stayed behind, and that's when the private investigator.
Always when I was out of the country, she was staying behind. So the only proof I have is this one time, but who knows what happened on all those other fucking times.
Yeah.
God dang it. It sucks to think back like that, but whatever. I hired the private investigator. They call me. Man, I remember I had like 17 pounds to cut while I was out there. And it sucked.
Did you already know though?
I knew. They told me.
But to hear the final confirmation, you're like, fuck.
I already knew deep down. I already knew.
How did that mess with your weight cut?
Man, it didn't. Because mentally, I was just
Locked in.
I was locked in, bro. Mentally, like, I'm a mental Right here, I could fucking push through anything, bro. Like, once I get locked in and I push through, but now I go back now and I think about it. I was just talking to my chick about it right now. I said, imagine what I could have done back then if I really had the right support like I do, like how you do with me now. Imagine these last 4 years where I mean, you know some of my story of the fucked up shit going on, but imagine if she supported me like full, like she would be in there cutting weight with me, whatever it is. Imagine if I had that back then. Because look at the tear I went on in BKFC. Like I had the full support and everything. I had everything, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just mentally, you know, I made the weight. Maybe I wasn't there mentally for the fight. I fought a Russian. There's no assumptions, but he was probably doping, you know.
Yeah.
They drug tested me, not him.
Not him, of course.
Not him. I lost the fight by decision. He didn't, but they still drug tested me. No assumptions though.
Yeah.
Like whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I knew what I was doing. Everyone was like, "No, you're crazy. Fuck that. Don't go to Russia."
Well, it's kind of like Rocky when he goes to Russia. I mean, he knew that he had
absolutely.
Homeboy had the upper hand.
I mean, they're far ahead of the game. They were probably on peptides back then.
100% for sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, whatever. It's huge now. So, here.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. That was 2017. And after that, I was like, nah, I got to fix myself. I come to find out, you know, because I was fighting 145 back then. That's fucking hard. I'm not a small dude.
No, you're not.
I'm not a small dude anymore. And I started at 185.
So you cut 40.
No, I went from 185 and then I started fighting 175 and then 170 and then 160 and then 155.
Yeah.
And then they were like, you got to go to 45 if you just take it over, you know? So I said, all right, fuck it, we'll do it.
Lean and shredded.
Crazy.
When you showed me that picture the other day,
yeah,
when you were wanting, I was like, damn.
Yeah, dude, no body fat is probably a 2-3%. Like, it wasn't good. I would eat a salad with no ranch and then go weigh myself. It sucked, dude. I would drink water and go piss and then weigh myself. So I came to realization because I started going to counseling, finding different counselors, doing all this stuff because I thought something was wrong with me because like I thought like I forced my wife to cheat on me at the time. You know, I thought
you were the problem. Like something's wrong with me.
Yeah, something's wrong with me. So I ended up going to school for mental stuff and everything, like trying to learn the anatomy of the brain and doing everything, meeting the counselors. I went through so many counselors just to try to figure it out. I didn't want a counselor that was going to tell me, oh, no, you're not the problem. They're the problem.
Like,
I wanted someone to fix me. So I went through a bunch of counselors, dude. And then I come to realize that, like, I had a body dysmorphia because, like, from all the cutting weight and everything, I had
probably eating disorders too.
Eating disorders, yeah. So I had all that going on that was wrong with me. Maybe that was what made her want to cheat on me. I don't know, whatever, you know what I mean?
But I mean, I can 12 years and then that shit happens. I mean, it does take a toll on you.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I get it. I was a grumpy asshole going to 145.
Yeah, probably.
I get it.
Probably.
You know? We're cool as hell today now.
That's cool.
We co-parent well. We're cool and everything, you know. She talks to Madison. They're cool. My son goes back and forth and everything too. So everything's good now. And she probably regrets it, honestly. I know she does. Because she found out she's not a lesbian real quick.
Like, I don't like it anymore.
I don't like that, you know. So
the reverse card. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy, bro. Like, kind of like how you mentioned about like having that circle, that support system that you have now. If you would have had that back then.
Yeah, but this past couple of years has been insane.
So let's talk about betrayal, bro, because that's one thing I want to talk about. Like, everyone, that's why I'm so happy to have you on this podcast, because a lot of people, all they know you as the fighter. That's it. Yeah. That's all they know. They don't know the real Donald. They don't know like what's really going on and what's been going on and what's happened. And I think that's what's built who you are.
Yeah, I mean, I guess a lot of people know me from the roofing company and stuff too.
Yeah.
You know, I put on a big I I I motivated a lot of people, and I pushed them to the next level of business type of stuff. Teaching them how to do all that, putting them on the map for that. Teaching them there's like more money out there for people and everything like that too. So a lot of people know me from that, from the roofing stuff too, because we blew it up back in. It was after COVID when I wasn't fighting anymore. We blew it up, and it was my mentality that was able to push people and build these big teams and build a big foundation coming up.
Right.
But I guess the way I did it, oh fuck, I don't know. The way I did it made it look so fucking easy, and the way I explained it in 101, dummy 101, I guess we would say, I'd break it down for these people, and then it's just like there's so much money involved, and they got greedy, bro. And
Yeah, they already got the plan.
blueprint.
Yeah, the blueprint.
I gave them the blueprint. I was an open book with everything. I showed receipts. I showed where the money was going, what money was going to what, how much profit there was, how you do. I gave them the whole fucking
Yeah. So it's easy for them to start their own thing.
easy. And that was honestly my goal for a while, but do it the right way.
Yeah.
Don't just fuck us over and go do it. Don't steal money and go do it. Don't steal product and do it. Don't steal customers and go do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whole goal was for there's that saying, you know, you go, a fisherman can go catch fish and eat for a day, but if you teach someone how to fish,
Eat for a
eat
lifetime.
for a lifetime. That was what that was, you know. And I honestly doubt any of them would give that credit to me, and I don't want the credit. But I know of 8 different companies right now to this day that have the same exact blueprint that I started out with, that started with me, and I taught them, and they have their own company, and they're eating for a lifetime now.
How does that make you feel?
I'm cool with it, but at the end of the day, it sucks because they didn't do it the right way.
Yeah.
They didn't say, "Hey, I want to do this soon. I want to do this on my own soon." The only one that kind of there's only one person, and he's the shittiest one out of all of them, and he's gonna know who he is when I say this. But I told you no names mentioned.
Yeah.
He told me the only way I can pay you back, because he owes me a fuck ton of money, a lot more than you could even think of. He owes me a lot of money. Only way I can pay you back is to open my own company. And I'll give him credit for that. And he does make me a small payment to this day. But I can't stand him. That's the only time I talk to him.
Yeah.
Only when he gives me my payment or whatever, you know. We've sat down and had lunch and done stuff. Man, he's such a snake, though. Such a snake. And but he's the only one that did that the right way, because he saw how all the other guys did it. He saw what they did and how I felt towards those people.
Yeah.
And I think that was his way of trying to say, I owe you all this money and this is the right way to go do my own thing. I think that's what he thinks that he's doing in the right way. Yeah, that's cool that you did that on the right way, but all the money you owe is not cool. And that small payment that you make on that is going to take 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, you and I have talked about this a lot. I just don't understand why people like to just screw everybody over. And it's
it's greed.
It's greed.
Greed and jealousy.
But why? There's enough. We use roofing, right? There's enough roofs in this freaking state.
Yeah.
There's enough businesses.
A couple million people in this state.
There's so much opportunity here.
Yeah. Absolutely. But going for that business, you know, all of them are doing it, but they're not doing it the legit way.
Right.
They don't have the insurances, the licenses, the bonds, the certifications. To this day, I don't think any of them do, besides one company. I'm sure they do, but they're a big national company.
Right. And they're backed up by that big corporate name, right?
Big, backed up by that. And they got snaked over because he was forking over money, and I couldn't do that. You know? I wasn't going to do that. But so the money showed me who they were. all those guys over there with him, and they know who they are too. So, whatever, you know what I mean? The money showed them. The money always shows who people really are.
No, it is.
Good or bad.
Yeah.
If they're good, you know, the money doesn't affect them, blah, blah, blah. If they're bad, the money affects them.
No, I agree. Money definitely brings people's true colors and true intentions, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like being around these last couple of months, man, like I can see how generous you are and how much you love to help people. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I want to really help people and I want to help the community out and I want to give back. But 50% of the people I said don't really want to do it. It's for them. It's just a persona.
More than 50%.
You know?
I promise you it's more than 50.
You know, like, and like I said, I don't BS. I say how it is, whether people like me or not, you know, and I will say this about you. Like, I don't get that from you at all. Like, I want to thank you a lot because me and Janelle, my wife, talk about this all the time. When I came up with the idea of Jiu-Jitsu Kartel, I asked so many people for help, for guidance, for just an opportunity. Like, hey, like, I only got 6 followers on Instagram. Like, let me at least reach out to these people and let them help me out. Just help me out. Yeah. I got denied. I can't even count how many times. And I remember I reached out to you end of May, and then June, you gave me a little opportunity, a little 10x10 spot in the back of OT during the jiu-jitsu tournament to sell t-shirts. And that's what fucking started the movement.
Yeah.
And I am so thankful, bro. Like
I'm ready to help you build that shit all the way to the top too. And I don't even want nothing out of it, bro, because I don't even like jiu-jitsu. I make fun of you.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, all my friends, you know, I did it for a while, you know, because
He's a purple belt, by the way.
I'm a purple belt, but I only did it 100%. The only reason I did it because I should have been a black belt by now. But that was my only way to not get back into fighting. That was my only way for a couple of years, I guess. That was my escape, to be on the mats, because I didn't go to the gym for a while when I stopped. I said, I'm done with this shit. All I'm going to do is lift and everything. I'll tell you how we'll go back into that, how I got back into it for this whole BKFC shit.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
I was doing jiu-jitsu and lifting, and that's all I was doing. That's it. Nothing else. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to fucking fight. Everyone's like, just come spar. Nah, nope. I'm doing jiu-jitsu. I'm going to get my black belt. And I loved it. You know, I did. But I think I was pretending to love it.
You were just looking for that escape, yeah?
I was just looking for that escape. So that's what I realized with, like, addictions and stuff like that, too. You know, you could fake yourself out real quick. And I was faking myself out for that because I really didn't love it because I was getting fatter than fuck. I was eating whatever I wanted because I had money and great businesses and everything was booming, and I'm a purple belt.
Yeah,
it's great. You know what I mean?
Yeah, life's easy.
Yeah. But then shit, man. I was cruising my Harley, just living life, fucking air blowing in our face like this fan right here. And I get ran off the road, bro. Get ran off the fucking road. And the bike's stuck on top of me, and I'm looking at them, and they fucking take off, dude.
They just left me.
They just left me there. And I was so fucking pissed. I almost ripped my foot off. My ribs were jammed into the curb, everything, bro.
Yeah.
And I get up, and I fucking get the bike up, and the radio's still fucking jamming louder than fuck. I remember it. I turned that fucker off, and I called Madison, and I said, hey, I just wrecked the fucking bike. She's like, oh my God, no you didn't. I said, I swear, I just wrecked the bike, and I'm taking it home right now. No, you're not. Call an ambulance. And I'm like, I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm okay. No, you're not. Because she's a nurse. So yeah. She was working at the emergency room at the time, I think. Maybe she was at home health. I don't remember what it was. Whatever, though. And I was just fucking pissed, dude, because those people didn't help me. I'm like, dude, I would have hopped out of the car and helped someone. Yeah. They're stuck on a curb with a fucking big-ass
800-pound bike?
Yeah, on top of them. But I think when they saw me hop up, they're like, oh, no, he's okay. But that made me realize right then and there, I was 235 pounds, but I was
Damn.
still a fucking athlete. And something was inside of me. Something was inside of me telling me that I still have something left in me.
Yeah, throwing
Something.
that bike off.
Yeah, something right then and there. Dude, and I probably had internal bleeding, honestly. I'll show you the pictures later. I was fucked up. My whole fucking ribs were fucked, dude.
Bruised and everything.
Black and purple like this.
Damn.
Like bad. And she's like, you need to go to the hospital. I'm like, I'm not fucking going to the hospital.
Stubborn as hell.
Hell no, I'm not going. Oh, dude. And then not even 2 weeks later, they call me and they're like, hey, we're coming to New Mexico and we want you on the card. We know you sell a lot of tickets. We want you.
That was BKFC?
BKFC. And I jokingly said yes.
You're like, oh, okay.
They said, we're not coming there without you on it. They straight up said that. Because everybody already knows I sell a lot of tickets here. I jokingly said yes. Because I was fucked up.
Yeah, you were all messed up.
And I was 235 pounds. And I'm like, yeah, okay. We probably need a fight at like 205. And remember, I was fighting 145, 155 most of my career.
Yeah.
And I jokingly said yes. 2 weeks later,
serious.
I hit the gym a little harder, you know. I did it a little harder for the push.
So your intent was just to go in there and just bang? Without
my intent was not even to do it. Not even to do it. Yeah. And then they, like 2 weeks later, they're like, all right, we got you a match. We're coming. I don't remember what the date was. Oh, fuck. And then I went and sat down and I talked to Maddie. And I was like, this is the first time it's ever been here. And they're calling me to be on it. They want me on it. You know, it's not a big, I knew it was going to be a huge sport. It wasn't that big. I actually, like a year and a half before that, I helped Isaac Valley Flag. Actually, it was 2 years before that. Because it was during COVID. And I helped him get ready for the title fight when he fought Luis Palomino.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was just boxing then. That's it, boxing. We got to rewind again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was boxing 20. I took about a year off. In 2018, I just wanted to box to stay busy. And I was good. They said, get 5 wins and we'll sign you to a big fight. I got 5 big wins, or not big wins, I guess, boxing wins, we'll say.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up signing on and fighting on the very first Jake Paul card.
Damn.
Boxing. And I didn't care about boxing. And I fought Amo Williams, which his only losses are like Shiraz fucking on the big card in Saudi Arabia.
Right.
Like big. And he's like 21-1 now or some shit like that. And I fought him when he was like 11-0. Just to do it. Just do it. I don't care. But I was good, you know, I was good at boxing. But yeah, I had all those connections and everything too. Goes into the whole promoting side of things. But yeah, I had to rewind a little bit because I forgot about that. But back going forward, I'm done with boxing because COVID fucked everything.
Yeah.
Done.
So when you're talking to Madison, like, hey, this is the first one. What did she tell you? Because this will be her first time, like, being with you for a fight.
Yeah, she'd never experienced.
So she had no idea what was going on.
No idea. She's like, yeah, you should do it. You know, you know, it's in you. You feel like it. Like, I'll support you to do it. It's like, cool, one and done.
Yeah, right.
One and done. I didn't really even train hard for that one though.
You just cut the weight.
Just cut the weight. Yeah. And at the time, that dude was ranked number 2 or something at 205. And
Did you think that they were just throwing him a fight, just throwing you to the wolves?
that's exactly what
Just
they're
to
doing.
build him
because
up?
they knew. Yeah, that's exactly what they're
They
doing.
were just going to use your name,
Yeah,
the state.
yeah, for sure. Well, they needed to use me to sell tickets for other local people that we won't mention names on.
Yeah.
Too. And I just did it to do it. One and done. I ended up losing, but I did really good. And he was the number 2 guy in the world at a weight class that wasn't even mine. Not even close to what I should
And
be.
you didn't even train hard either.
I didn't train hard. I just did whatever, did the basics. And the very first punch that hit me, it made me realize this is why I fucking got into the sport. I
feeling.
fucking love this.
The
dude.
feeling.
The feeling, dude. You got to be psycho in the head to be like that. But
It's a different animal, bro. Going
Yeah.
from freaking 4-ounce gloves to no gloves.
yeah. But that's the reason why I got into MMA. Because of that feeling. And that's the reason why I got out. Because MMA had fucking jiu-jitsu guys and wrestlers just making it boring.
Yeah.
To me, it was boring.
It was no
Other
longer
people,
a striking.
It was no longer a fight. It was a who's a better athlete now.
Yeah.
Who's gonna outpoint who? That sucks, dude. I hated that.
So you took the first punch and you're like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind of ignited your fire again?
It did. I fucking loved it. But my ego was in the way. Because I knew they were using me. And I only me and Madison made a promise that I was only gonna be the one and done. But I realized how fucking good I was at it. I was good. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I ended up fighting the number 1 pound for pound guy in the world and for the belt and stuff. And I mean, I got my ass whooped, but whatever it is, what it is. I held out for the next fight that they brought here. And I made a deal with Dave Feldman personally, and I said, look, I'm not fighting on this one, but I'm going to show you who's the one that sells all the tickets. I'll still sell them for you. And I sold like 70% of their VIP tables for them.
Damn.
I made a good amount of money, off of it because we made a deal and everything. And he's like, you got to fight. You have to. You have to fight. Dave Feldman kept telling me that. And then one of my business partners, he's actually one out in Miami that helped Dave really put it on the... We're going way back, like business stuff for all this. He's the one, his name's Ryan. He's one of my business partners, and it's Slaughterhouse Management. We have all that and everything. We won't go into details, but we do a deal with Dave. He's the one that put Bare Knuckle on the map out in Miami.
Okay.
He has all the top fighters in the world. He still does now. He knows all of them, He's the one that... And Dave relied on him.
He knows.
Yeah, Dave knows that too, yeah. But, yeah. We made a deal. And I told Ryan, I said, dude, I'm not fucking doing this just to do this. I want to win that fucking belt. He's like, all right, let's do it. So I go on like whatever it was, 4 or 5 fight win streak. And we finally get to the belt.
That was last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to happen before that. It was supposed to happen, but we have people over here trying to get rid of the sport and stuff.
So
Didn't happen.
let's backtrack a little bit. So you and Madison promised each other just one and done.
Yeah.
What got her approval for the second one?
I was fucking good. I had it in me still. And she saw the behind the scenes stuff of all these fucking snakes using me for that. Using me for the ticket sales and using me for someone else that wasn't
For their gain.
wasn't the one that the crowd came for. She saw that. So she's like, fuck it, let's go. Let's run it. You have a goal now too. because I was helping her towards her goal
Mhm.
of stuff too. So that was it. I said, I have this fucking goal and I'm going to do it. And I promised myself, you know, I got to that fight. I didn't win the belt. How many people can say they got to that, though?
Yeah, I was there for that fight, bro. It was fucking packed.
Yeah.
It was packed. It was loud.
All of mine. I don't know if you've been to all the
I've
BKs.
been to 3 of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 of
Always.
yours.
Always.
It's always packed.
Yeah.
Tingley sells out, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. What? Were you 100% for the last fight? For your title fight?
I was. I had a little bit of issues.
Well, I mean, just like that's every fighter. I mean, they're not ever 100%.
Well, mentally, no. Actually, yes, I was. But, fuck, I don't even know how to say this without saying names. Well,
Just say your
we
fake
could
names.
just backtrack. We went to go to Vegas to party after one of my fights. I fought that dude Blake. He's like 6'7", tallest dude on the roster. Yeah, I beat him. So we went to Vegas to party. We were drinking for 2 days. 2 days partying, gambling, boom, 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 gambling, drinking. And I decided to call it quits because I'm fucking raking it in. I was up like 60,000. Yeah. So I say, I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to the room. I'm going to sleep. It's been 2 days, bro. Just drinking. Because I'm the type, I don't need to do other stuff.
Yeah.
I've never done anything other stuff. Just
drinking.
I can't even smoke weed. I don't like smoking weed. So we're just drinking 2 days straight. I go, I'm done. I'm calling it because I started losing a little bit of money.
Yeah.
It was down to like 50.
Quit while you're ahead.
Yeah, quit while I'm ahead because I can still think pretty good when I'm still fucked up. So I go to the room and I wake up in the morning and fucking everything is gone.
Like
gone.
jewelry, money.
I had just bought a badass bluesy, 18 karat white gold and yellow gold Rolex 23,000. I had just bought it and I was so proud of that fucking thing. That all my money. Then luckily I had my phone.
They didn't take that.
They didn't take my fucking phone. And I didn't know what it was. I didn't know who, what. I didn't know anything because I passed.
But you knew that you came back to your room with all your shit.
Yes.
Okay.
100%. 100%. I go to the other room. Homie is just passed the fuck out because we had a suite.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one room right here, and then like a conference room in the next room, and then another bedroom in the next room. And he's on the couch, passed the fuck out, and his drink's on the table, full still. I was like, no fucking way, dude. He got roofied or something. Something happened.
Because he didn't kill it.
Yeah.
And normally he kills it.
He would kill that drink. I knew it. So I'm like, you motherfucker, wake the fuck up. And he's like, what? He's like, what'd you fucking do? What do you mean? I said, bro, all of our shit's gone. And I start getting messages. They're swiping my fucking cards, dude. They're going to Target, Sephora. All my fucking cards are coming on my phone. So I'm trying to cancel my phone. What'd you fucking do? Oh, that bitch. He says. I said, no.
Did you get roofied too?
No.
No?
I went to the room before all this. I went to the room, passed the fuck out. And I'm a very, very light sleeper. So we were drinking for 2 days and I passed out. And I'm like, what'd you fucking do, dude? He's like, those bitches that were at the bar. I was like, bro, it's 4 in the fucking morning. What do you think they are? They're hookers. He's like, yeah, well, I wanted to bring one to the room. You fucking dumbass. I was talking to him like this. He like, and he starts checking his shit's getting swiped now too. His shit's getting swiped. So I'm like, we gotta go downstairs and call the police and do all the shit. We're trying to cancel our cards. We're trying to do everything. I'm trying to call Maddie because I'm like, fuck.
She'll leave my ass.
Yeah.
She's not going to believe me.
She's not going to believe me. She's not going to believe what happened. Because she knows. We would go to the strip clubs and everything and just have fun. I don't get lap dances. I don't do any of that.
You just go just to hang out with the boys. Yeah.
She can have a lap dance. That's cool with me. But she wouldn't really do it either, you know. But we would do it, you know, like take vendors out and just go and party and have fun, have a good time. That was when we were drinking. She was already sober for a good year already. So she was babysitting me at the time. Except for that one fucking time, dude. She didn't go with me. That one fucking time. And it was just me and homie. And my other business partner, too. And he ended up losing his phone and all of his shit, too, on that fucking trip.
Yeah, so those girls made out.
So he went separate, though.
No, I'm saying the girls that robbed you guys.
Oh, well, they made out on me, specifically. I don't know what.
Homeboy.
He didn't have much, you know what I mean? So
was that when you're like, I'm done drinking?
That's the day I got sober.
How long has it been now?
3 years. 3 years in October.
And it's crazy, huh? It's crazy because, like, you're sober, you have a bar. It's crazy.
It was meant to be. It was meant to be. That's all I could think back on and everything. Because imagine if I was then, because I see so many people that own bars now, and they ruin their lives because they're just there drinking all the time, giving everybody everything. That's how I was when I was drinking. We're going to Vegas and I'm spending 10 grand on tables. Come on, come to our table, you know, like blah blah blah. Last time we actually did that, Maddie was with me, and we took up my business partner's daughter and all of her friends and all of them out, and a couple other guys that are shitbags too. I'm gonna just start getting into it.
Hey, this is gonna be our longest podcast, bro. And like I said, this is
that's what I told you, bro. I had
this is what I wanted, bro.
I have so much,
and that's what I'm saying. I want everyone to hear your story.
Yeah,
because I think people need to hear it, and people need to know like the truth. You know?
Yeah. Well, they're users, all of them. That's all we'll say. You know.
So let me ask you this, bro. Why are you so generous? Because I feel like sometimes people take your generosity as a weakness. You know what I mean?
They do.
And like I said, I will never ever tell you how to manage your money or your businesses or your relationships or your friendships. I'm not that person.
Yeah.
But I do sense people that are there just for the ride.
Yeah. Do you like to play chess?
Hell no, I suck at that shit.
Oh, I'm good at
well,
chess.
Yeah, 9 months in jail, dog. What else were you gonna say?
I was good before that. I was on a chess team in elementary school, actually.
Damn.
Yeah, that's something that no one knows about me, really.
Chess player. That's crazy.
I've just always been smart. It's weird, bro. They thought in first grade they thought I was behind. So I was in like a special ed class. Okay. But I was just way ahead. It was crazy there.
So you were bored.
Yeah, I was so bored. That's kind of why I didn't end up going to school, high school and stuff too. I remember the day that I realized how smart I was. We were in honors classes. Both me and Nick, my best friend, we were in honors classes since middle school, actually. And freshman year, the teacher's writing out a math equation on the board. And as she's writing it out on the board, I'm already solving it in my head. And she puts it on there and she's like, all right, here it is. What's the answer? And I already had the answer. And I did it and everybody fucking looks at me. They're like, what the fuck? I'm a math guy, dude. I could do all that shit in my head. I could count numbers in this room and fucking and know it. And that's why business was so easy for me too, because it's a numbers thing, and I could do it. I could do it all in my fucking head. And that's why I came up with the business and the whole thing for the roofing thing and everything too, honestly. But that's a fucking whole nother story. But yeah, chess. I'm able to set these moves up for people and realize what move they're going to do with certain things, how they act, and the money is the easiest fucking thing in this world to make besides breathing oxygen to me.
Right.
I don't know about you. I know you're a hustler because you're making moves everywhere too.
Yeah.
It's easy, dude. You just got to do it. You got to be motivated. You just got to do it. So for me, you ask about generosity. I don't give a fuck about money.
You can
I
make
really
it again
don't.
anyways.
I can make it 10 times over and over. I don't care. Money does nothing to me. I fought for free my first fucking 10 fights. As a matter of fact, that's another story. Back when I fought for my first belt and why I left our very first coach with Freddie, and he knows this reason too. He's like, "You want to fight for my belt?" I'm like, "Sure, fuck yeah." He's like, "I'll pay you double." Double of zero? Yeah, like I was stealing their money, dude.
That's funny.
Yeah, but that's going backwards. Fuck, we were fighting for free back then. But yeah, it's easy, bro. So I'm able to set up things and see people's true intentions with money, how it comes down to. It's like chess, bro. You move something over here to see how
to see what happens over here.
Yeah, that's what it is, and that's how business is too, and that's how business partners are. That's how that's kind of how you catch people. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. I mean, you're not a chess player, but some games take a long time.
Yeah,
and I guess we can relay that into some of these harder lessons that I've had to learn with relationships and everything, but I was playing chess while I was fucked up until these past
now that you're
2 years.
sober.
Now I'm sober, and now it's fucking boom, 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 boom. It's just like one thing after another. I'm finding all these fucking snakes everywhere, bro. Is it me? Or is it all these fucking moves that I made way before then now finally coming to fruition?
Yeah, I mean, you and I talked about this weekend. I mean, we mentioned the fact that people's greed, right? We talked about, like, people betraying, like, not just you, but me as well, over, like, nothing. Like,
if you needed the money, I would let you borrow it. It's always something stupid like that.
It was like I told you earlier, right? Like, when you're the life of the party, when you got the cash, when you got the attention, your circle is huge.
Yeah.
Everybody, oh, I know Donald. Donald this. That's my boy. That's my boy. All I got is back, right?
Yeah.
But as soon as you start closing all these doors and now you're sober, where are these snakes at?
Where are they? They're not. Fuck. The 4 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. class, it used to be 5 o'clock, just so you know. And I started seeing people trickling.
Once you start cutting them off?
Yeah. So I moved it to 4:30 on purpose because I wanted to see who are the ones that were trickling in. Because I used to do that in the beginning of my career. I would get fucked up and I would still go train. And I caught myself kind of slacking and being a little late sometimes and everything. So I knew those were the ones that were out drinking and doing all this.
Yeah.
So I moved it back 30 minutes. Cut half the people, bro.
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
That's crazy, huh?
30 minutes, dude. Yeah. 30 minutes. That's crazy. Just a little change. It's only 30 minutes, dude.
But it's kind of like that quote that you sent me earlier, right? Or that video where Homeboy talks about, like, sometimes, right, like, we have a group of friends and we feel like we're on top of the world, right?
Yeah.
And then someone falls off and you, as men, you're like, damn, what the fuck did I do wrong?
Yeah.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Is it me? But sometimes God is already playing that chess move to see what these people are going to do.
Yeah, for sure. And it sucks because some of them are longer than others. But now that I'm sober, it's happening faster and faster because I'm not moving with sluggish intentions now. I'm not.
You're flowing.
I'm flowing, dude. And it's being brought out way quicker now. Way quicker. So it's man, it's disheartening at the same time, but it's also a huge relief.
How do you feel like you had this huge circle, right? And then now that you're sobered up and you've already put your chess pieces in line, and then you start seeing all these people fall off, like people that you thought were there for the right intentions, right?
Yeah.
Like it sucks. It sucks to lose like the homies, the ones that we thought were true friends, right?
Yeah.
It sucks. How do you like recover from that? How do you try not to make that same mistake again?
The same mistake, don't make it again, is don't cloud your mind. Don't cloud your mind with all those like bad things. Just really do things with good intentions. You don't need to go and drink to fucking shelter something away.
Yeah.
Like I thought I needed to go drink to have fun and be more outgoing. That's what I thought. You know, I thought I was more outgoing. I guess I was, because I was spending the money.
Yeah.
I was like, here you go, here you go, here you go. I guess that was me for that, you know? And I do dance a little bit when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
I don't when I'm sober. Hell no.
You're
You're not catching me dancing,
What are we
bro.
doing, bachata?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, but man, it sucks, but also it's good. I like it.
Sober life.
Yeah,
Well,
I love
but
it.
now, I mean, you look at it now, right? And I feel like everything's flowing better for you, right? Like your relationship with your girl, your businesses, like your friendships around, like now your circle, right? Because I mean, us that work out with Donald and at 4:30 in the morning, like I told him the other day, it's a privilege to leave tired.
Yeah.
Like I am satisfied. Like the whole day I feel great.
Yep.
But no one there has a free membership. We still pay for our memberships. We show up just to grind because we love to work hard, you know? And it's good to see like same amount of people there. Like we have essentially the same mentality.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're able to push each other, you know.
Yeah.
Not all of us could do the same amount of others, but there's no ego in the way for that.
Yeah.
We talk shit to each other, but it's only to get you better. It's no bad intentions. Just because you can squat more than me doesn't mean you're better than me.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You know, it's all about ourselves at
Yeah.
that time, you know, and we're able to push each other.
I'm sore every day, bro. Which means that I'm growing every day.
Yeah.
If I wasn't sore, I'd be like, hey, this ain't working out, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah, but
But everything seems like it's going your way right now, bro. Like now your DSP promotions.
yeah.
What made you leap into that?
Man, the backdrop of all the stories, I've always had all these connections. Always. I made a post the other day, you know, people thought that I'm new to this, but I'm not. I've been in the background of all this shit. I brought people here. I brought King of the Cage here and gave it off. BKFC called me before. Like, it's not because of me, but business relationships and the relationships I built everywhere I've been, there's reasons behind it. The boxing promotion, I know some big people in the boxing thing, so I have big plans. So a lot of things happen behind closed doors, and I never need anything of that. Pat Holmes, he's my mentor. That dude's got to be in the top 10 of all the boxing for behind the scenes management, people he knows and everything, dude. He's a Hall of Famer in New Mexico. He's been inducted to the Hall of Fame for all of it, but and he knows the people that I know too. East Coast. I was fighting on the East Coast boxing way before some of those guys were started coming over here. I was on Gervonta Davis's pro debut card.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I was on Jake Paul's pro debut card. Like, I've been around, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not just nobody
Yeah.
in the thing. So I have big plans of it. There's kids in this state that deserve the recognition, the backing, everything with good intentions instead of someone taking advantage of you for a ticket sale. So what I'm doing right now, I'm using the people that support me, which you've seen. We have a huge support system. We sold this card out without the fighters having to worry to sell tickets.
Yeah.
They don't. Some of them sold because they have a good support system, and that's great. But I want to use my people for these up and comers. Get the support system. You were talking about that earlier about sponsors and stuff. People help me throughout my career, but I help them also grow their businesses and everything. I get hit up for sponsorship all the time, and I have tried it with some of them, but they didn't do it the right way. So I'll never fucking do it again with them because it's a two-way street. And you learned this the hard way too with one of the athletes that you sponsored. You talked about it. I don't need anything in return, but I want you to support. We'll support each other. I'll give you the money you need for whatever it is. But if I ask you to maybe fucking come help me change my tire or something, please, you know what I mean? Help me out if you can. Like that type of, you know what I mean? The guys that helped me throughout my career and everything, we're still great friends to this day, and they still help me out. They're mentors and everything, like big business people. And that's what these younger fighters need to do. They need to build the relationships with these people. It's not about give me money, give me money, give me money. Maybe sometimes you got to give them something, bro.
Give a little bit more.
Give a little more. It's not about yourself. It's the bigger picture.
Yeah.
It's the bigger picture. And that's what I'm trying to put out. You see me helping quite a few of these little boxers and stuff. And that's what I'm trying to teach them right now. You know? I may be giving them a lot right now, but they respect it and everything like that. Hopefully, I'm able to teach them enough when they're big, because a couple of them are going to be big names, to do the right thing.
And I see that, bro. I definitely see your passion for to help the kids, not just boxing, but like just life skills, like setting up like those chess pieces, right? To build themselves whenever they decide to go to the next step or whatever they want to do. And I see like your commitment that you do, you know?
Yeah.
Like people don't see, like we made that comment yesterday. We were building the cage or the stage for August 1st. I'm like, well, there we are cutting wood and freaking out in the rain and
soaked, bro.
Soaked,
we should post that video.
We should. And I'm like, and I told Donald, I was like, people don't see this.
No.
Like people don't see like everything, the hours that leads up to
a
10-hour event.
They don't. And that goes into other events that I've thrown and stuff too. You know, some of those partners and stuff didn't see all those hours of doing that, putting all that up. They took advantage of it. So, good luck on the next ones. That's all I could say, you know.
We're about 7 hours deep in putting that stage up, something like that.
At least.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
And a fucking huge rainstorm.
Yeah. I ruined 2 sets of shoes.
Yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, the goal is to teach all this stuff that I've learned throughout the years to these young up and coming kids. And I'll know who's gonna take it the right way and not, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm sober now.
Sober.
Yeah.
Think it's straight.
But yeah, it's been a long journey over lots of things.
I saw this video today and I had to kind of write this down. But it's freaking crazy, like the message that I got off this guy. It says, the most disorienting season of a man's life is the one between who he was and who he is becoming with no protection or armor. A lobster grows his entire life, but his shell will reach a certain capacity. When that happens, the shell gets tighter, the lobster feels uncomfortable due to the pressure. At some point, the lobster has to make a decision. Do I stay here and be uncomfortable? Or do I shed off this shell completely and be exposed with no armor or no protection while the new shell forms? At that point, anything can attack it, can hunt it, and the growth of the transformation is complete. That's how men's transformation is. You outgrow your old identity, you outgrow habits, your circle gets tighter. When you let go of all of this, you feel naked and uncomfortable. We get stuck in a position where you don't know who you are yet. We are not the old us, but we're also not the new us. We get caught in the middle. We're lost and confused. Most men panic and go back to their old ways because that's what we know. That's what we're comfortable. And even though we continue to follow that path, it will stop our growth and eventually will kill us. When we as men have to sit there and be uncomfortable until our new armor is built. And that's where a lot of men fall short. They go back to the old ways. They go back to their old friends. We have to become more alert because our path is under construction. Not every construction site is pretty, but at the end of construction, you have a beautiful masterpiece, a beautiful building. That's crazy.
That's badass.
That is crazy. But when I saw that video, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
And it's true. A lot of us go back to our old ways or our old friends because we sit there alone.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh shit.
Yeah, a few close people that I thought were close no longer are around, and they're still doing the same shit. I guess they're falling back to what they used to do. Not me.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck no, I'm growing that new fucking exoskeleton. I'm growing bigger, better, doing more things, adding on to it, grinding. That's all we can do. Grind, get bigger. Once you stop getting bigger and better, learning, you're dying, like it says, you know?
Yeah. Huh. And it's hard. It's hard to be in that position, right? Where you feel all the pressure and you kind of want to just, I'm good. I'm good. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable going to the gym twice a week. You know what I mean? I'm comfortable just making minimum wage.
Yeah. No way, man.
Like, I remember, bro, like, people always asking me, like, oh, where were you for the holidays? Oh, why were you working graves? Oh, why were you working weekends, right?
Yeah.
And then now I get a new pair of shoes or whatever I get, but, oh, must be nice. Must be nice. I'm like, oh, but it wasn't nice when I was out there busting my ass during Christmas and you guys were over here opening presents and I was by myself.
It's real fucking nice that I wanted to grind and keep doing this while you sat back and did nothing about it. It's nice for myself now.
Yeah.
I don't even feel bad when people say that now. It must be nice. Fuck yeah, it's nice because I worked my ass off for it.
Earned it.
I remember when I first got my G-Wagon, I got the most fucking haters ever, bro.
For real?
The most. It's this town. The most haters ever, bro. Must be nice. It's real fucking nice. I could probably buy 10 of them, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's, but it also showed me who was who. It really did, bro. But just like you buy these badass shoes and whatever you're doing, you're building all this stuff, and you got these people saying it must be nice. If I were you, I would tell them it is nice, bro. It's real nice.
Yeah.
Because I love the grind. I love that I didn't sit back and think that it was nice that other people had nice shit.
Yeah.
All I did was, I'm going to be like that too. I didn't say it must be nice. I said, I'm going to be like that too. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I am going to be like, I could do better than that if I actually put my mind to it and put my skill to it. I know I can. That's how much I believe in myself, though.
Yeah.
These people that think it must be nice, that maybe they need to take a self-reflection and believe in themselves a little bit. I bet you most of them have a bad crutch by drinking, smoking weed, whatever. I don't have anything against weed, but that's just that's just a smoke and mirrors right there, in my opinion. You don't need to smoke. I used to smoke weed. I used to smoke weed to go to bed because I thought I needed it to sleep. And then I realized I don't need that.
Just
shit.
work harder.
Yeah, work harder.
It's free.
I can sleep. Yeah, I can sleep, dude. And now that I see when people say they need it to do this or need it to do that, that's a fucking crock of shit, bro.
A crutch.
It is. It's an excuse. They're hiding something that they don't want to fix. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah.
And I'll stand by that, bro. All these people.
It's very rewarding. I mean, I know you have multiple businesses as well, and it's very rewarding, like working, right, to get what you want.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like people don't say. I mean, I work 7 days a week. You know, I'm not. I mean, I work 5 days at work, but I'm still like doing shit on the weekends. You know, like building the stage. You're helping me out. You know what I mean,
dude?
Like,
there's not enough time in a day.
Hell no.
There really isn't.
Hell no.
People ask me, what do you watch on TV? This and that. I don't fucking watch TV. As a matter of fact, when Maddie wants to, I'm like, I'm just going to go up to the room and get a couple extra hours of sleep. Because, I mean, I go to bed at like 10:30. I wake up at 3:30. You know, for most people, that's not enough sleep. But for me,
yeah,
I don't want to be sleepy more. I don't. Once I wake up in the morning, I'm doing my notes. I'm figuring out what I got to do. I'm getting ready for the gym. Hit the gym. Come back, get ready, gone for the day. The whole day, bro. They're like, how do you do it? What do you mean, how do you not do that? How do you not do that? That's the question.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you not do that? Can you imagine yourself not doing that?
No, well, that's funny you say that, because my wife and I, we're always busy, like with Combat Cartel, Jiu-Jitsu Cartel, with our cleaning company, with her hair salon, with my job. Like, we're always doing something, right? Like, I don't just do the Cartel Clash events. Like, I'm designing like stuff for like now, but I'm also designing stuff for other gyms. Like, I'm always doing something, right?
Yeah.
There was one Saturday when we had nothing.
Feels weird.
And we were sitting in the couch like, this is weird.
Yeah.
Like, this is like, even us going on vacations, like we work 7 days a week. We're busy all year long. And we take a 7-day vacation. And even then, I'm still talking to people.
Yeah.
I'm still there and trying to make some things happen, you know?
100%.
Like, my wife took a video of me the other day. We went to Denver. And she's like, well, I guess me and the kids were on vacation. I was on my phone. I was just talking to different gyms, you know?
Bro, once you're an entrepreneur, it's 24/7.
Doesn't stop.
I mean, fuck it. That was a tax write-off. You have proof you're doing business while you're on vacation. Yeah. You know, you write that whole trip off now.
But we mentioned it the other day, like, I can't see myself retiring.
No way. I can't either, bro. I'll never I'm retired from fighting. Yeah. I'll be involved with fighting. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this promotion to the top, bro. I promise you that.
Oh, I know you are. I know you are.
But anything, like, that's why I like building businesses. I could build it from the ground up and you've seen me do it. People saw me do it with the roofing, whatever. It's not hard as long as you put your effort into it. Oh, I need 2 more hours of sleep. Fuck that, dude.
You're already behind.
Yeah. By the time we're done with the gym, people are barely getting up, bro. Just think of that. And before the gym, I was already doing my notes for the day. I wherever my phone is, you could see my notepad. I fucking wake up and I do notes, bro. Like, even this morning, I didn't go to the gym this morning because I don't go on most Sundays. And Maddie wakes up at like 6 in the morning. I had already been up for 2.5 hours. She's like, what the hell are you doing? I said, hey, look at all this. Look, I have some ideas. Oh yeah, my friend told me that about this buffet. Let's go to this buffet. I was already starving by then.
I didn't know I started till 10, bro. I thought I started at 8. That's because so if you ever go to the office, they have amazing food over there. Have a good buffet, but yeah, my bad, bro.
No, I was just telling a little story about my morning. That was my morning early though. Like, she wakes up early, but I'm up way earlier. You know, she stays up later than me because she's finishing up her masters and everything. Yeah. But I had already done pages of notes. I come up with ideas. And here's one thing I want to tell people and leave them with. We can all come up with ideas all day long. Mm-hmm. But I have an old mentor of mine. We don't really talk anymore. We were really close, and he helped me a lot through my career and helped me push mentally and everything. And he used to always tell me this. He says, an idea dies at the tip of your tongue. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
We can talk about all this stuff.
I make it
We
happen.
can come up with these ideas and talk about it. But if you don't write it down and make it go forward, it's dead. An idea dies at the tip of your tongue. So if you speak it out and you don't write it down, if you just speak it out, it's gone. It's dead. You might be like, fuck, I thought about that fucking a year and a half ago. Now they're millionaires. That's your own fault. It died at the tip of your tongue because you made no action. Zero action. So every single idea I do and come up with, I fucking write that shit down. And if I don't start it right now, I have it written down and I'll go back to it.
One day.
I go through my notes on Sundays for the week. I need to do that. I need to do that. I need to do that. This moves to the top of my list. That's how I work. Obviously, the top of my list is a lot of shit right now. Because we have your event coming up in a week, and then my event right after that. And fuck, we had a concert before that. We had the mail review thing.
Yeah.
Friday we had you have to take notes on it, bro. You can't.
Yeah.
I used to teach all my salespeople down. It doesn't matter what you did if you didn't write it down or log it or do anything in our system. It did not happen. Did not happen. You didn't do it. I don't believe you.
Yeah.
I do not believe you.
You gotta show that paper trail.
Yeah. Yeah. So
are you excited for August 8th, bro?
dude, I can't wait.
Are you stressed? Are you nervous? Are you worried at all?
I guess a little bit, but I'm built under pressure, bro. I'm used to pressure. I've been under the big lights and everything. I've done man, I don't know, honestly. Like, I got a lot to do still.
Yeah.
Because the shit I'm planning for this, man, like, I have next level things. Like, none of these promoters are doing this stuff out here. So, you know what I mean? The way we're doing it. So, I'm very particular on how I want to do something. So, that's my biggest thing. But I do have tons of help, bro. I mean, you guys help me tremendously. You and your wife. I got mine. I got my daughter. She's wanting to do everything, work and everything. I got Carlos. He fucking helps with everything. Dude. That dude's a fucking grinder.
Workhorse, bro.
I got Pat. He's my mentor, and he's helping me with all this stuff. I have Donna. She's doing all the media stuff, all the photos, everything like that. Everyone's fucking amazing, bro. And what most of these people realize is like it takes a team to do all this shit. You can't do it yourself. Just because it's my name on this thing, I can't do this by myself, bro.
Yeah.
I can't, no matter what. It's my ideas and everything, but I have to build a team and we're all going to reap the reward from that. You know what I mean?
I'm excited, bro. Like, I'm excited. Like, was it 2 days ago when we took down your ring?
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever took down the ring. I was, this is fucking sick.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be fun to put it back up, you know?
But and you get to experience that.
Yeah.
And most people don't. Even some promoters don't even experience that. They don't know what the fuck.
It's just like, because you could easily just not even show up. You just put it up and then you just hire everyone else to do it.
Yeah, I could just easy. But fuck that, dude. I want to be in the trenches too.
Yeah.
I want to be in the trenches, bro. Yeah, eventually when it's bigger and everything, there's going to be a team for all that because of
course.
I can focus on other things, but I want to right now. I'm at the age and I'll make the time to do it. Like I want to do it, you know.
How many fights do you have for August 8th?
There's 7 confirmed, and I want to add one more. One more, just for the fuck of it. Just for the fuck.
What time does the event start?
It's gonna start at 6:00. Embassy Suites. They're all 4-rounders, so it shouldn't take too long of a night, you know. They're all good fights, so it should be a really, really good night. It should be able to bring up some of our top up and coming amateurs and top lower level pros right now. It's not focused on just one person like some of these other shows do.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not talking shit on anybody. Everybody does their own ways and does their thing. But I want everybody to benefit from this. I want a platform for people to be able to build on. I want, as a promoter, you need to promote the athletes. Most promoters want the athletes to sell the show. It's our job as a promoter, like you're doing. You made all the fight posters of all the people and everything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who fucking does that? Nobody. It's just the top guys, and that's it. You know?
Like just the main events.
Yeah.
Or co-main event.
Nah. It's about the athletes, and what I realized through my time is the athletes bring the show. Yeah, I could put the platform there and everything, but the athletes are the one that bring it. It's all their people that want to come and see them. So let's go ahead and bring up who they are and bring them up, you know, and get other people that know those people for their support system.
Yeah.
And that's what I want my people to see, these other people, so they could choose who they like and who they want to continue to support. That's why I do that. Because I want them to support these specific chosen ones that I put onto this card, so they have a support system.
And I think that's kind of where you and I have the same mentality when it comes to that part, is like, I don't care who, like, I want to make sure that, you know, the cartel athletes are all taken care of. Yeah. You know, I want everyone to have a good time, be safe, of course, but like build relationships for years to come, not just focus on 4 people.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's a lot easier to push a car with 100 people than 2 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And that's what I think that's where a lot of promoters kind of fail.
They do.
Like, for example, I'll bring it up. Look at this whole Conor McGregor versus Holloway. They were the main card, the main focus, and look what happened. Lasted freaking a minute.
Yeah. I mean, luckily they had it at the last fight, but
yeah,
imagine if that was built on. I guess that's why they build main events, you know.
Yeah.
But imagine if that was like even the co-main event. Then the main event would have been fucking dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but I mean, Conor's a different story though. He's the biggest name in the sport, so
yeah,
why wouldn't they? I get that, but
he's put in the work.
Yeah. So
are you sold out of tickets already for August 8th?
We are sold out. We only have zone seats, which are basically like special guests and stuff like that. I believe some of the fighters may have a couple in hand, because I did hand out some to the fighters, you know, for the family and friends, but not very much, honestly. So I think the most that was taken was like 60 for one person.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. It's gonna be cool, man. I mean, just seeing the little things I saw, I'm like, man, this would be sick. Like, I'm excited to be there.
It's gonna be cool.
Are you gonna go live anywhere on?
Yeah. I have I haven't announced this, but I have a deal with another app. They're gonna be live too. We'll name it later when we drop it. And then I also will be going YouTube live. We're building our own platform for streaming and stuff too.
Sick.
Yeah. I have access to all the big streaming and everything like that. And I'll never necessarily be a sellout unless it's some type of big money, because they've already offered me and Pat to have some bigger shows, and they were going to cover the expenses and stuff.
Damn.
But we didn't do it. We'll just leave it at
timing. Waiting for the timing.
Yeah. We'll just leave it at that. The fight didn't happen, and it was a blessing in disguise, honestly.
Good.
Yeah. So we got some tricks up our sleeves. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Game of chess, man. Always one move at a time.
Yeah.
And before we end this podcast, bro, would you ever come out of retirement?
Nope.
No.
Never.
So,
look, I had a goal, and every athlete should have a goal. Okay? And I know I could beat that dude. I know I can. I know I could beat him. But I didn't beat him. And it'll take me another 2-3 years to build back up to get to that. I don't got the time for that.
Yeah.
I'm already 42, bro. Yeah, I could still do it, but I want to focus on this other stuff. During that time, it taught me so much. I guess we'll just say it flat out: people stealing, people everything. Because I focused on that. I was fully focused on that fucking fight. Fully focused on the 3 fights before that, 4 fights, four fights leading up. I was focused, dude. So my businesses took a hit because I trusted people to run those businesses, and for me, in order for me to focus on that. And I just don't have the time to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Time is the only thing we have in life
Can't get back.
that we cannot get back. And I can never get that time back. Would I ever take it back? Absolutely not. Because I was in a position to do something that 1% of 1% of people get to do. 1% of athletes become professional. And then 1% of those get to fight for that fucking top fight.
Yeah. That's crazy.
1% of the 1%. Who can say they did that?
That's like a grain of salt in the bag of
Yeah.
yeah.
So would I ever take it back? Hell no. Absolutely not. Do I know I could win that fight? Fuck yes, I could. I tore my elbow in the first round on that fight. No excuses.
Yeah.
I still fucking fought the rest of the fight, but I got my ass beat. I did. I got my ass beat.
You did good on that fight, bro. I mean, honestly, I thought you won it because you threw the most strikes, landed the most strikes.
No, that was the last fight before.
Oh, you mean you? Oh, okay.
The belt.
The belt. Yes, that was good. That was a good fight.
Yeah, yeah. When I fought for the belt, I got my ass beat.
That was a good fight, though.
But I know I could beat him, and they all know it too.
I'm sure.
But I don't have the time to do it.
What was your notice on that? Like, for training?
Oh, I was training for that. I knew that fight was coming for over a year.
Oh shit.
It was supposed to happen 6 months before that here. It was supposed to happen at Tingley. And it got canceled because they couldn't book Tingley. So then they booked the convention center. So I wasn't going to fight on that one. But ticket sales went good.
I'm sure.
So they begged me to be on that one. So I said, fuck it, I'll do it. I'll go up a weight class because I only had, I think it was like 3.5 weeks.
Yeah.
But I was still training for Mundell at the time. And that was a risk I took. Because if I lose that fight, I'm not getting the title.
Yeah. So it was a risk.
Yeah.
I was telling Madison the other day when we were working your event, that I feel like you retired at the perfect time.
Yeah.
Because I told her, I was like, he's still healthy. He still talks right, walks right, thinks right.
Yeah.
You're not all messed up in the head.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most important part.
It is. And I did realize that too. You know, I've always taken care of myself. That's probably why I think I have the most combat sports in New Mexico history. I don't know. One of the commissioners wrote me a couple of weeks ago, and he said, I think you do. I think you have the most combat sports in New Mexico history. I said, me too. I think so too. And it made me realize like how good I took care of my body throughout the years. Imagine how much better I would be if I wasn't partying and stuff too, though. I don't know. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. You can't do that. You can't tie back.
You never know.
You can only think back on it now. So whatever. It is what it is. And those are the decisions that I made at the time. But I did take care of myself. I did preserve my brain. I did tons of stuff. And that's another thing that we're building. Just so I'll plug it now.
Plug it in.
Madison went for her master's and everything. I've always been involved with preserving the body, the mind, and everything like that. Helping everything out. We have all that at our gym already. I have hyperbaric chamber. I have the software machine. People don't know what the fuck these things are. They don't do them. I've been doing all the ozone therapies, all that stuff for many, many years. It's not cheating. It's all natural. Everything's natural. And you give the body what it needs, and it's going to do what it needs to do. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're focusing on with our gym. I never bought a gym to own a gym. I didn't want a gym, bro. I never wanted a gym. I bought the gym because it's the tool to build the facility with her masters and the whole medical thing of things, the way things are kind of going now. I bought this years ago. I had this idea 4 or 5 years ago. I mean, peptides are huge now. Mm-hmm. And it's natural. Our bodies produce peptides.
Yeah.
And to be able to orchestrate and put it all together into a gym and facility of that type is only like Olympic training centers and stuff. And I have a small facility, and that's where I did it all to fucking fight where I fought and do what I did.
Yeah.
And preserve my body and my brain. That's why I don't talk like a retard. Nothing against that, but there's fighters that just like, they're mush.
Well, they win or lose a fight, and then they go and start partying.
Yeah.
And just start feeding back in the habit.
Yeah, exactly.
And your body never really recovers.
It doesn't. So.
And you only get one brain. You only get one brain, bro.
Yeah. So I'm going to be a huge advocate for that particular thing of preserving the body, redoing and rehealing, relearning, and doing that, because if you give the body the right things, it's going to do the right thing. And I mean, I have the spot for it. I have all this stuff. You've seen the gym. Mm-hmm. You've seen what we have there. Yep. So people don't know we have that stuff.
No, it's not just. It's not your. If you guys have never been to Absolute Gym, it's over there off of San Mateo. It's right next to Cliffs. If you guys haven't been to that gym, just go. Like, it is insane. Like, everything that is there is like, that's all you need. Like, the only thing that place is missing is a barbershop. That's seriously the only thing that's missing. That's it. Other than that, everything's there.
Don't give me no ideas.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, so go check out the gym. It's a sick gym, good staff, good equipment. It's just everything.
If you're an athlete, you should be doing these things. I know some of the people have some of this stuff now, but everybody should be doing red light therapy. Everybody should be doing infrared sauna. Everybody should be doing cold plunging. And everybody should be doing that hyperbaric chamber. If you're a high-level athlete, you should be doing all this. If you're a low-level athlete and you want to take it serious, you should be doing these things. I promise you. I'm not lying. That you should be doing these things no matter what.
Yeah.
For long terms. Not for your abilities right now, for long term.
And that's what people, I think, mess up. They kind of like...
You have to think long term, bro. Yeah. You have to.
People think about today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I mean, we made those comments before, right? You didn't get fat overnight. Took years. Took months.
That BPC didn't work in 2 weeks.
I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, people want to change their lives in a matter of 3 months. Like, no, it's going to take a lot longer than that.
You know, and I get a lot of people. And it's hard to sit there and tell someone that, did you get fat overnight? To actually tell them that.
Yeah, that's
face to face.
It's a shitty conversation.
It is. But someone has to do it. Someone has to. And if they take it the wrong way, then they're not meant for us.
Yeah.
They're not meant for us. Plain and simple. Don't waste your time.
No, I agree. And I think that's kind of where the society that we live in now, right? Everyone's too soft. They can't take criticism.
Yeah.
Like, everyone wants that yes man around them instead of being like, hey man, like, what were you? Like, I mean, you got sick that one day, right? Last week.
Yeah.
And I texted, I was like, damn, bro, where you at? Yeah. You know, it's just accountability.
Yeah.
And that's how it is. I mean,
what did I say? I was a little sick. I was a bitch.
Yeah.
I was a bitch today. I'll be back.
And then he almost killed us on Friday.
We came back with a strong one.
But yeah, I mean, and that's what people, I think you need people around you that are going to sharpen your sword, not dull it even more.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's not just in fitness, but that's in life.
It is. And that's why I say you have to tell these people. And if you see it's a waste of time now, it's better to tell them now than later.
I'd rather you walk away now than later.
Yes.
When we're too deep.
Yes. Yes.
Like, hurt me now, not later.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't waste my time now.
Yeah.
Because we don't have enough time. We're already fighting the fucking clock right now, bro.
For real. Time is limited. Doesn't matter what kind of money you get.
Yep.
You can't get back those seconds we just wasted.
For sure.
But awesome, bro. I appreciate you coming by, bro.
Thank you.
I've been
I
wanting.
told you it was going to be long. There's so much more to talk about.
I know. Well, I want to have you on again, hopefully after your event or before the New Year ends.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't party for New Year's, so I'm down to do a podcast
Let's
here.
do it. Do a New Year's party
here and have some food and shit.
Yeah.
But awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you, man. And I'm looking forward to next Saturday or the following Saturday for your event. August
Saturday, 8th. Too? What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, well, Kartel Clash is Saturday. I'm so excited. Me and Donald and Carlo have been busting our ass building the stage. We didn't know how the hell to build it. We even had the plans, and we still couldn't build it. But we got it taken care of, and took about 8-9 hours. But I'm excited for your event, bro. I think there's a lot of good things that are going to come to this event. A lot of good people will be there.
Yeah.
And
same with yours, man.
It's going to be sick, bro. It's going to be sick. And I mean, hopefully we have some more news dropping next year, but there's a lot of plans in the work, and
we do. We just talked about ideas that at the tip of your tongue. We came up with some ideas yesterday, and we're going to do them.
They're already written down in his planner or in his notepad. So
yeah,
you guys will be shocked. And like I said, I'm going to leave you guys off with this one. Like, everyone has an idea. It's easy to come up with an idea. The hard part is making it happen.
Mm-hmm. But be a doer, not a talker.
Yep. And if you're scared to take that leap of faith, then maybe you're around the wrong people.
Go to church.
No, I'm
just kidding.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you, man. And like I said, we'll come by soon, and good luck on your event, bro.
All right.
Yeah, later, brother.
Later.